This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Rob. Now, I was going through Kickstarter the other day, and I wanted to check to see how Table Golf Association was going, because I was trying to time out a video to get to the end of the push. Even though it's funded, you want it to do as well as possible, because Jon's a good friend, and I really love the game, so it's going to get my full support. Anything I love gets my full support. Well, I came across a game that hasn't funded yet and has about 11 or 10 days left, and that is Rogue Dungeon. I was absolutely fascinated by this, and I looked at it and I saw the videos for it in the Kickstarter, and they're not looking for a heck of a lot, but this is a solo player card game that is as close to a great dungeon crawl as it can be. Now, in the bottom, there's going to be a connection to the Kickstarter, a link to the Kickstarter, excuse me, that is going to help you get there. And I really see, listen, I want to push this over the edge because I want to see this funded, and I want to see all the stuff that they got planned next. Let's get there and make this happen. I'm going to go down to the table. I'm not going to explain all the rules, but I'm going to give you the overview of how fantastic this is as a dungeon crawl and what it does. And then we're going to come back and we're going to talk a little bit more about it. Let's go down to the table and check Rogue Dungeon out. So I'm going to give you a quick overview of this game. You're going to get this beautiful mat that comes with it, which just works perfectly. And I saw some video that cracked me up. The guy got, these are all laser cut things. And yeah, you're going to get a little suit on you to begin with. But you're going to be able to play different things. You could play either the male or the female version of the Crusader, Elf Ranger, Rogue, Dwarf Miner, Sorcerer. Okay? Each one of them are going to come with a little deck that is going to have certain abilities, and you're going to be able to see what abilities. Like, for instance, you got to have Turn Undead. It's going to help you out, right? So the way this works is you're going to go through 5 levels of just complete, absolute destruction. So as you go through, you're going to move, and well, here's the white room. You're going to go onto the white room there, okay? And then you're going to draw a card, and certain things are going to happen. So you're going to be able to solve that particular thing. But as you are going down, there's going to be certain things that are going to come up and say, well, you're going to have to draw some monsters, and you're going to have to either do checks or fight a monster. Well, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Each one of our heroes, for instance, Crusader, has a number next to their abilities here. For instance, this is your strength ability, your movement, I believe, and a bunch of other, your health, and all these other things that you're going to set here and that you can level up and move up on. So you're going to be able to level these up. As you kill things and gain experience, you're going to be able to move these up. You're going to do skill checks, and you're going to have to roll under these numbers. So you're going to roll a d10 and try to roll under these numbers for any kind of skill check. And I was wrong. This is agility. I apologize. Just went blank there. So as you go through these things, I'm going to pull a card, and certain things are going to happen. Spiderweb. Now, these yellow cards, if they have this thing here, you are going to mark it on this card with this, because if you ever go back to this room, well, guess what? You're going to have to go through that web again, and that's only if it ever shows this symbol in the bottom here. Okay? But there are going to be certain cards that are going to, of course, as you go, you're going to go, well, let me go to this red room here. Okay? And monster bash. You encounter monsters feuding. Before they see you, you are able to make a sneak attack. Draw 2 monster cards. So since this is a level 1 dungeon, And the level 1 is because it's the first one. And these are double-sided cards too, folks. Okay? So the randomness is fantastic. You're going to shuffle these up, and then you're going to pick 5, because there are 5 levels. And every time you finish a level, okay, you're going to pull the level 1 cards, and then you're going to start working from the level 2 cards. You are going to pull a monster, okay? For instance, here we have a zombie, okay? So we're going to fight a zombie. So we're going to take, they have how much health that they have, how much their attack is, okay? So anything over a 6 is going to be a hit against the monster. If we tie it on a D10, okay, for instance, that's a 2. So the monster's going to get to hit us for 1. Okay, we have 6 health. Well, now we would be down to 5. Well, we need to fight him again. Let's do it again. Let's see what happens. A 10. 10 is always a success, always. And a 1 is always a fail, no matter what modifiers, because you're going to be going through and you're going to be getting certain amounts of treasure as you go through. And you're going to get like potions of healing. You're going to get potions of vitality. There's all kinds of stuff. You may get a dagger, which is going to add to the damage that you can do. Okay, because you're going to look at these symbols, and that's going to help you in your damage. How much damage? A warhammer. Discard to inflict 2 damage. Okay, so maybe you want to carry a warhammer. But you're also going to have other types of things like armor, like shields. Discard to reduce damage taken by 4 HP. So if you get hit for 4 HP, you can discard this and take it. Okay. You can also use these ability cards that are going to help you to get rid of. Oh, could it be? Yes, a zombie. So you're going to use this discard to inflict D6 plus 1 damage. So you're going to take your D6 here, plus 1 damage. That's 4. That's 5. Has a health of 3. Well, guess what? We eliminated him because we used our special ability. Perfect. We got through that. So now we keep on going until we get to the exit. And we're always going to determine the exit with our little marker here, okay, which is here. And then once we go go down, well, guess what? We are going to remove the card. We're going to remove these cards here. And then we are going to navigate all the way through. Yeah, you got it. Part 2 of this, okay? So you're going to go through, and you want to make sure, and they've got nice little markers to mark that you've already been there, so that way you know that you've been there, and that's going to help you a lot. You're going to try to get all the way down to level 5, okay? Once you get to the very end of level 5, well, guess what? I've got some bad news for you, because you think, oh, hey, I did it. I made it. I finally have succeeded. Well, no, folks. They've got a bunch of bosses here, and they are absolutely brutal, okay? You have a red dragon, a Belrog, a Lich. Every game should. Just to let you know how I obtained this, is when I saw this the other day, I emailed them and I said, hey, listen, if you get me some art, you know, I'd like to push this because I really like to see this funded. And if it gets funded, I would really like to get my hands on this because this is something special. These guys, Albert was just so fantastic. Got a hold of me. He overnighted this set to me. Okay, so I know it has some days left. I'm going to try to fit in a live play because you got to see this. But I really want to get this funded. This is something that's just. There's just such an ease to learn how to play it. There's so much fun involved. It has tons of treasure cards. I love the little dungeon, you know, each floor of the dungeon. It's thematic. It does everything. And you would think that somebody, you know, it's just such a simple, I wouldn't say simple game, but it's a game that you would think somebody would have invented already. But the art, everything about this, and they want to make it even better. So let's get it funded. You know, we're so close. I'm begging you guys out there to go fund this because I really believe in this. You know, they were very nice to get this to me. I'm very thankful, but I want to see this funded. I want to, and I'm telling you, this is just something that's really cool. When you have, you know, the red dragon like this, I mean, damn, man. And then a Balrog and all the other stuff that you have to it. Everything's right in front of you, and you can just have this tremendous experience that isn't going to be the same every time. And you hope that they just make more of this, and they do more of it, and I'm just telling you, this is a game that has to get funded. So click the link before, take a look at it. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. This is just something I really, really like a lot. And boy, I've been getting killed at it. And I'm all right with that. I really am. I like when a game challenges me, and this game does. So definitely, let's see what we can do and get this funded. Like I said, I didn't show you everything here. Go check out their playthrough video. I wanted to get this up as quick as possible to try to help these guys get over the hump here. And it's just well done. It really is. And it's a game you must have. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon, everybody.